Breaking news! Things just got spicy in Baltimore, and it's not because of the Maryland summer heat. The Ravens just wrapped up their mandatory mini-camp, and while you might think the action has cooled off until training camp kicks off in mid-July, the truth is, we're already seeing clear signs of who's rising and who's fading fast. One name in particular is forcing fans and coaches alike to rethink expectations, and believe me, you do not want to miss this storyline. But before we move on, make sure you hit that like button if you're a true Ravens fan. It's always amazing to see fans of all ages supporting this team. And if you feel like it, comment, "Go Ravens," to let the flock know you're all in. Now let's get into it. The Ravens mini-camp might be over, but it left us with more than enough drama, optimism, and speculation to chew on. First up, Devontez Walker. Last year, if we're being honest, he was teetering on the edge of being labeled a draft bust. Just 20 snaps, 2 targets, and 1 catch, a touchdown, yes, but still, hardly a debut that inspired confidence. Fast forward to this offseason, and everything has changed. Reports from minicamp, OTAs, and even rookie camp are all aligning to paint the same picture. Walker is turning heads. Ryan Mink quoted John Harbaugh saying Walker has a chance to be really good, and while coach speak is often nothing more than noise, this time it's consistent. Coaches and insiders are seeing something real. Could Walker be this season's breakout wide receiver? Another surprise winner of the offseason so far isn't even a player, it's general manager Eric DeCosta. What he's managed to pull off is nothing short of wizardry. Let's run it down. Signed DeAndre Hopkins to a $5 million deal, a steal in today's market. Nabbed the 22nd best prospect at pick 27 and the 18th best at 59. Extended Rashad Bateman at a very team-friendly $12 million per year. Then there's the big one, bringing in Jaire Alexander for just $4 million. That's right, cornerback Jaire Alexander, 2-time Pro Bowler. To put that into perspective, Nick Samac, a 7th-round pick from 2024 who hasn't played a single NFL snap, is making more money than Alexander this season. DeCosta's draft record and free agency moves aren't just good, they're elite. He stacked this roster with both homegrown and proven veteran talent, setting the Ravens up for immediate and long-term success. With DeCosta pulling the strings, it's clear Baltimore's front office is firing on all cylinders. On the defensive side, Marlon Humphrey's stock is on the rise too, which might seem ironic considering the Ravens just added another top-tier cornerback. But here's the deal, Alexander's presence locks Humphrey into the slot position, a role that suits his skill set and allows him to thrive. Marlon himself is laser-focused on raising this defense to a new standard. He's talking about turnovers, an area where the Ravens have faltered in the playoffs. 0 turnovers in their last 2 postseason losses, compared to 6 by their opponents. Humphrey wants to recapture the intimidating defensive identity this franchise was once known for, and his mindset alone is a win for the locker room. The excitement doesn't stop there. Rookie cornerback Nate Wiggins is not backing down from the challenge. He's bulked up, made plays, including a Lamar Jackson interception intended for Bateman, and is determined to claim the CB1 role. He's not just hanging on in a deep cornerback room, he's thriving. He wants every rep against the best wideouts. This guy is hungry. And let's not forget TJ Tampa. Despite Jaire Alexander likely taking the CB2 role, Tampa hasn't sulked or backed off. Instead, he's snagging interceptions in back-to-back practices. He's proving he belongs, even if that means starting his depth for now. He's playing like a pro, acting like one, and positioning himself for a breakout season down the line, especially considering Alexander is only signed for a year. But of course, not everyone came out of minicamp a winner. Sony Now, a UDFA running back out of Monmouth, was waived to make room for Alexander. While fans and analysts liked his potential, it's a cold reminder that this is a business, and with a healthy Keaton Mitchell returning, the RB room was too competitive for now to stick. Then there's Chido Awuzie. Once seen as a potential starter, the arrival of Jaire Alexander and the emergence of both Nate Wiggins and TJ Tampa have pushed him down the depth chart. Just weeks ago, you might have penciled him in as CB2. Now, he's fighting to even make the rotation. Finally, we have Teddy Buchanan. Though full of potential and still very much a promising player, he's currently losing ground to Trenton Simpson for that crucial inside linebacker spot next to Roquan Smith. Buchanan could bounce back during training camp, but right now, all signs point to Simpson taking the job. The irony? Getting benched last season might have been the best thing to happen to Simpson. It lit a fire in him, and it's showing. Because here's where things get even more intriguing. When you think about breakout players, especially in a franchise like Baltimore, the pressure isn't just on showing up. It's about showing up consistently, especially in a team packed with high expectations and Super Bowl ambitions. That's the exact reason Devontez Walker's minicamp performance is turning heads. It's not just what he did, it's the context. Last year, he was nearly invisible. This year, he's not only making plays, but he's building trust. And trust is currency when you're trying to move up the WR depth chart. That WR room is no joke either. DeAndre Hopkins is now in the fold. Rashad Bateman just signed a team-friendly extension and is being groomed as a potential WR1. And Zay Flowers is already a centerpiece. So where does that leave Walker? Here's the crazy part. It might not matter. Because while others have name recognition and contracts on their side, Walker is earning reps the hard way. With production, you don't get consistent praise from multiple coaches across OTAs, rookie camp, and mini camp unless something real is happening. And what about Trenton Simpson? His arc is one of the most fascinating shifts this offseason. He's gone from a guy who was benched last season to someone who now looks locked in as the starter next to Roquan Smith. That quote he gave, saying getting benched will be the best thing that ever happened to his career, was more than just lip service. He's walking the walk. He's been working out with Roquan, learning how to lead, and taking every lesson to heart. And when you combine that mindset with his freak athleticism, that's a dangerous player in the making. Still, that leaves Teddy Buchanan in a tough spot. His potential is undeniable, and no one is writing him off. But the reality is, this competition is real, and it's intense. Training camp will be make or break for him. The good news? If he doesn't win the job, he'll have a valuable rookie year behind a strong starter, learning the system and sharpening his skills. If anything, this could be a strategic long play by the Ravens, develop Buchanan slowly and unleash him when he's truly ready. Shifting back to the secondary, the dynamic between Nate Wiggins, Jaire Alexander, and TJ Tampa is one of the best storylines on this roster. Wiggins isn't just trying to hold onto the CB1 title, he's trying to prove he deserves it outright. His pick off Lamar Jackson wasn't just a fluke, it was a statement. And if the Ravens do roll into week 1 with Wiggins and Alexander locking down the outside, that's a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. The luxury? If Tampa keeps improving, Baltimore's CB3 might be better than half the league's starters. And Marlon Humphrey? Don't underestimate what locking him into the slot means. It's stability. It's clarity. It's freedom to dominate a position where he thrives. And more than that, it sends a message. The Ravens aren't experimenting. They're locking guys into roles where they can win. That kind of structure leads to elite performances. Marlon wants this defense to be remembered. And he's right. Defense has to force turnovers in January. No more excuses. Finally, let's not forget what Eric DeCosta's moves are signaling. Every roster spot matters. Every signing has a purpose. Jaire Alexander's one-year deal may be about more than just 2025. It could be about pushing every cornerback to rise. And it's working. You've got Tampa intercepting passes, Onwuzurike fighting for snaps, and Wiggins getting stronger. That's not by accident. That's culture. So now, let me throw it back to you again. If Devontez Walker truly breaks out, who gets left out in the WR rotation? Does DeAndre Hopkins signing delay Walker's rise? Or does it open up more opportunities because of the coverage Hopkins will draw? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and check out our next video right here on the screen. We'll be breaking down every camp battle, every depth chart twist, and every underdog story all season long. Until next time, go Ravens!